Right, so due to current events like, I don't know, a pandemic or something, I've learned a few useless skills. I've compiled 3 of them to share with you today. So let's start by memorizing a sentence. I promise it gets more interesting. Here's the sentence. My turtle Pancho will, my love, pick out my new mover Ginger. Say it to yourself a few times, you'll get the hang of it. What you just did is memorize 24 digits of pi. To put that into context, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory only uses 15 digits, which is accurate enough to calculate the circumference of the Earth to only 1 molecule. So 24 digits is even better. So how does that work? Well, by the phonetic code. This code converts letters into digits, and if you memorize this chart, you can convert any number into a word or sentence. This could actually be a little bit useful if you want to convert passwords or phone numbers into specific sentences, but it gets very impractical on large scales. The second skill is calculator programming. Yes, you can learn how to program on a calculator. This skill is probably the most useless of the 3, to be honest, because it's really slow, really impractical, but here's how to do a few simple programs. Okay, to do this, you need a TI-84 calculator, and just as a disclaimer, I have not even learned that much in the field of calculator programming, even though I think it's way too useless, but I can show you a few simple programs, and I'll include some links for more advanced things. So, to start programming, click Program, then go to New, and Create New. I will name ours A, B, C, D, E, okay? Click Enter, and that leads you to this blank page right here. This is where you're going to add all your commands. To do that, click Program again, and it gives you this menu, all the commands you can add. For our simple program, we're going to go to I/O and add display. Now, what this command does is that shows whatever text you want to on the calculator screen when you play the program. And to do that, do alpha plus, and that's a quote, and inside these quotes, add whatever you want. For us, we're going to make a pattern using zeros, so 0, and you can use alpha 0 for spaces, like that. So repeat this display command and then add a pattern, and I'll show you what I've already made. So as you can see, I've repeated the display command and made a pattern of zeros. Then at the end, go to Program again, go to EXEQ, which means execute, and then go and click the name of your program again. What this does is make sure the program repeats continually so it never stops. Then when you're done, go second program again, then you should have an EXEQ menu again. Click the name of your program, and click Enter. As you can see for ours, we have a continuing pattern of zeros. Yeah, that's rather useless and it took a really long time. But the really cool part about this is that it never stops unless you click a specific button. So you can try second quit, you can try clear, enter, nothing works. Only button that works is on. So you can prank your friends using this. And you can try using this programming tool to add formulas. So you can type in the formulas, click the program name, and then it'll give you all the formulas displayed. But for the most part, this is rather useless. But if you decide to go really deep into this subject, like useless level deep, you can add games, like this one. This is Snake. So basically what this guy did is that he programmed it, and then you can download these programs onto the TI-84 app for more advanced programs. Okay, so this final skill took me 6 months of hard work to learn. Here it is. Pencil spin. Yes, that simple maneuver took 6 months to learn. Here's how to do it. Okay, to do this move, I recommend using a heavier pencil like the Apple pencil, just so you have more control. And it's actually called a thumb round because the pencil moves around the thumb like this. And then you use your middle finger to hold the pencil in place and push it, and the index finger to start and catch the pencil. So what you want to do is hold the pencil in the bottom third of your hand like this, and then push very solidly with the middle finger. And when you're ready, move back the index finger like this, and then move it back to the original position to catch the pencil. So hold it like this, push very slightly, let go, then catch. So to practice this, I recommend just keep repeating. Just keep doing it, and eventually your muscle memory will set in and you'll just start doing it without thinking. And for left-handers, I recommend doing this on your left hand. I made the mistake of learning on my right hand. I can barely do it on my left hand now. see. Yep, exactly. And yeah, it's a lot of effort, but it looks pretty cool. But it's useless. So, at this point, it's pretty logical to ask, why learn these skills? Well, I'll answer that by giving a story from Steve Jobs. So, in college, Steve Jobs actually took a calligraphy class, and at that time, it might have seemed interesting but useless to him. But later, he used those same skills for amazing typography in the first Macintosh. And that just goes on to show that any skill can be useful later in life. Maybe even these three. Maybe not.